Hello everybody, I'm back. I'm going to talk about Manchester United signing Wan-Bissaka and Manchester United in general right now. So, first of all, Wan-Bissaka looks like a really good defender. Young, English, ticks all the boxes that Solskjaer seems to be building. Blend of youth, blend of experience. The experience is signing a bunch of the old boys, the old guard if you will, that maybe have underperformed for Manchester United over the last few years. But I think he's looking for that blending. He's looking for young, hungry talent, and I think he's getting there really well. Wan-Bissaka, I've not seen a lot of him, I'll be honest with you. Apparently, from what I've read, listened to, all that stuff, he's worth 50 million. He is a top 5 Premier League fullback. He's a great defender, which is very important for Manchester United right now. Our right back position has been lacking for a decade. Probably more, actually, to be honest with you, because Gary Neville was on his way out really in the middle of the 2000s. So, it's obviously a very positive step in the right direction, and I'm thrilled. I'm expecting more signings this week. I'm expecting Bruno Fernandes to come. I've been reading a lot about this. The odds on Liverpool signing him were slashed the other day. Someone made something of that just to take the piss, basically. I do think Tottenham are in for him, from what I'm reading on Twitter. But I really do think Man United are the front runners for him, and I think we'll get him. And I think he's a really good player from what I've seen too. Regardless, I think we obviously need a couple of players, but I want to talk about the vogue thing that's starting to irritate me with what so-called people in the know are saying right now. The Manchester United are miles behind Liverpool and Man City. That's absolute nonsense. It's complete and total nonsense. I'm going to let a lot of people disagree with me on this, for those that watch this. And here's the reason why it's nonsense. A, no one would be saying that if Liverpool did not win the Champions League and beat Barcelona 4-0. If Barcelona won the Champions League, no one would say Man United are miles behind Liverpool and City. The same Man United that at Christmas were complete crap and beat Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, drew with Liverpool, lost to City and were better the first half. Man United being a million miles behind City and Liverpool is absolutely ridiculous to say. Okay, and I'm going to explain why. We've got the best goalkeeper in the world. And let's just say our back four is Luke Shaw, Lindelof, hopefully a new centre-back that's really good, and Wan-Bissaka, okay? Again, okay, we don't have Van Dijk, everyone loves Van Dijk, we don't have Laporte and players like that, but Lindelof is a very strong player. Lindelof is our Henningberg, Lindelof is our Ronnie Johnson. Lindelof is that player that can play again with the big man. I think he's going to get stronger and stronger, I really like him. Luke Shaw, people talk about Luke Shaw, he doesn't get enough credit. He will do though, because he is top class, and I think he's going to prove that over the years. And then you've got obviously Wan-Bissaka now. You've got a backup right now. Let's just say Smalling, Jones, Young, and Dalot. Those are our 4 defenders. You could throw Rojo in there. I don't think he's going to stay around. Those are our backup. I tell you this: Ferguson would have killed for a bench or for a replacements, second team, whatever you want to call it, like that. He would have killed it. That Young, Smalling, Jones, Dalot is stronger than any replacements Ferguson had. In fact, Ferguson won leagues with Smalling as a starter the whole season. That's fact, okay? Ferguson won leagues with God knows who else in there as well. I'm being serious. Jones, Smalling, Ashley Young, and Dalot are very good backups. You've got experience, and I think Dalot is going to be a proper player. I really do. I'm actually almost gutted for him that we bought Wan-Bissaka, but Wan-Bissaka seems more ready right now from what I've seen, and again, I've not seen a lot. Okay, you go to our midfield: Matic, McTominay, Pogba, bloody hell, get Finn, Fred, Pereira. You include let's throw Mata in there because he's all over the place. That needs work. That needs a lot of work. I'm not going to stand here and compare that to Giggs, Keane, Scholes, and Beckham, obviously. Okay. Pogba's can be amazing on his day, but he's a bit of a melt, let's be honest with you. He's just not doing it consistently for Man United, but if he could, obviously he'd be a world-class player. You throw in a top midfielder like Bruno Fernandes in there, with Tomine progressing, Pereira progressing, Greenwood coming in, mixing again youth and experience. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, that's going to knock City off of Liverpool. I'm not going to tell you United are going to challenge them for the title next year. What I'm saying to you is that we're not a million miles behind, but let me keep going. So you put a couple of, one really good midfielder in there. Suddenly you've got a blend of youth and experience that can compete. And when I say compete, I can say compete with Henderson. I can see compete with Lallana. I can Kaite all these players that Liverpool have in their amazing midfield, which is not very good, quite frankly. They just play forward very quickly, bypass the midfield, and they do. Don't tell me they don't, and don't tell me that that's not happening at Liverpool. They're extremely good at pressing. They're extremely good at the second press, but their midfield isn't amazing. Liverpool won the Champions League because they're an extremely combative, brilliant team spirit. I like watching Liverpool play. However, they also hit a very weak year in the Champions League. Barcelona are not Barcelona 10 years ago. Do not kid yourself in thinking that. Leo Messi is not Leo Messi of 10 years ago. One of the biggest things is Leo Messi, the team plays around Leo Messi now. That did not happen 10 years ago. They had so many good players, and Leo Messi was like put him a Pogba in France. That's what Leo Messi was. Leo Messi now has to be the man. He's not Cristiano Ronaldo, okay? He's not. So he's not going to be the man, okay? He's proven that over the years. He's brilliant. Most beautiful player to watch. Great player. He's not the man, okay? He never has been. Tell me what he's won as the man. Argentina's 1 point, okay? You got up front. You got Rashford. You got Martial. Sanchez we might be forced to keep. Well, Sanchez is actually fit and plays half as good. I mean, he's been a nightmare. But going to a season with Sanchez in your team, is that really a bad thing? Yeah, if he's crap again, yeah, it's bad. You got Lingard. You got these players. My point is that you add all them players. I said you got De Gea, the best keeper in the world. You got a really good back four now if you add a centre back in there, and you've got a solid back four all the way through the season. You're deep there. Yeah, Jones and Smalling can do a really good job for you there. Yes, you don't want them to start. I understand that. But you never wanted really Wes Brown to start, did you? You really never wanted John O'Shea to start, did you? But they come in and do a job, sometimes in the big games as well. In midfield, I really think Fred's going to kick on. McTominay, I really think it's going to kick on. Matic, depending on the style, he moves the ball a little bit too slow. But if you can get a combative midfielder with Pogba, like a Fernandes, that's really good. I really think Rashford's going to kick on. I really think Martial's going to kick on. Again, my point is you buy a centre-back, you buy a class midfielder, maybe a right winger to go in there right now. Yes, we will not win the title next season with that team. Okay, Liverpool and Man City will win the title next year. But we can compete with them. Okay, we can compete on the domestic trophy zone. You got 2 more windows. January and then next summer. Going into the season after next, there is no reason why we can't be competing with Liverpool and City. They're millions of miles ahead of us. No, they're not. We have more spending power than both of them. You can see that right now. Our commercial prowess around the world is absolutely huge. It is so big. It's so massive. You can tell every club is scared of going into a bidding war with us. We're looking at it a completely wrong way because we're frustrated Manchester United fans who've been served up crap for nearly a decade now. The real thing is it? Yeah, it's 7 years. The real thing is that Man United are still Man United. Man United are still the biggest club in the world. They've had no philosophy, they've had no culture, and they've had no plan really for the last 7 years. It's been buying random players, square pegs in round holes, is it? Yeah. United are not a million miles behind City and Liverpool. I'll argue that with anyone all day long. Yes, we won't compete with them for the title. We will and we can 2 years from now. Maybe they'll surprise us this year. All it takes, again, is a couple of signings into that team and a couple of the younger kids to push on a little bit quicker than expected. And we are absolutely going to give them games. We are absolutely going to be able to beat them. Quite frankly, beat them. What we won't be able to do probably is consistently perform over 38 games to a level that will get the points that they're going to amass, okay? But don't kid yourself. Yes, their points totals were amazing. Yes, they're great teams. They've hit Europe in the weakest time you've ever been. You saw that Tottenham with Ajax's run. Yes, Ajax play beautiful football. No, Ajax would not have got that far 5 years ago. There's no way. Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, all kind of clubs that are either in transition, don't have a culture to them, don't have a philosophy to them. Paris Saint-Germain's just a mess. It always has been. They're basically Manchester United, just with they spend more money the last few years. They don't have more money, but they spent more money the last few years. But they're Manchester United right now. Juventus, they actually look like they're really going somewhere, especially if they get the lad De Ligt with the youth and the experience they've got, and then of course Cristiano up front. They're ones to really be scared of next year. I don't see City or Liverpool repeating next year. I know City didn't win, so it won't be repeating. but I don't see Liverpool repeating, and I don't see anyone but City and Liverpool winning the league this year coming up. It's all going to change after that. Again, if Manchester United keep a volley, keep the culture that he's producing, the young, hungry players that need to make a step up. He's got that from the youth team, he's got that from the signings, he's got that from a few kids that are already there. I'm looking at you, Pereira, I'm looking at you, McTominay. Okay, and he adds some real quality. He's done that with Wan-Bissaka. If he gets the centre back of the midfielder, ideally a right winger, okay. But again, I mentioned Sanchez. He looks pretty good in the Copa America. He does. If he plays all right, if Pogba stays, you have to replace Pogba with two players if he goes, which might really be good with two hungry players making that step up. There's no reason why United are a million miles behind City and Liverpool. That's nonsense. Okay, so if you listen to a channel right now that's saying that, no, it's not true. We'll get upset, we'll get emotional, but I guarantee Man United, as long as we need a good start to the league, so we don't panic and sack Ollie. That's what we really don't want. We don't want Phelan to go. We don't want that to happen. Blend youth or experience is really what Gary Neville's been saying, even though he's a bit of a wet lettuce. He has been saying what you need is attacking football. We're going to have that. What you need is give youth a chance, and that's really it. And then winning will come from them things, and that will happen. Don't worry, Manchester United will be Manchester United again very, very soon. If not this season, next season for sure. All right, that's all I got to say. Cheers.